Good morning, everybody. Of course, that breaking news is the United Auto Workers strike.
Yeah, along with Rhonda, I'm Jason. Glad you're with us here on Local 4 Plus and click on Detroit.com. We want to start. It is a historic strike we're talking about because it's coming against all three automakers at the same time, each of them failing to reach an agreement before last night's deadline.
And that happened at 11:59 p.m. And then striking workers were told to walk out of the door. UAW seeking pay and benefits. Some of its demands include eliminating wage tiers, restore cost of living adjustments, more paid time off, and significantly increase retiree pay.
The automakers offered counter proposals to those demands, but the union rejected all three of them.
And now 3 plants are taking part in what UAW President Shawn Fain is calling a targeted strike. So not a full-on walkout from every single plant. Nick Monticelli joins us now live from one of the 3 plants that have now gone on strike. This is the Ford, Michigan assembly plant. Nick?
Yeah, Michigan Assembly here in the city of Wayne, Rhonda. You can see the strikers, all those UAW members lined up here behind me. There are 3,300 UAW workers at this plant. This plant is massive, 900 acres. Many of them, all of them, got that notification at midnight that they would be striking here at this plant. Now, they're not doing every employee here. They're just doing final assembly and the paint shop. And there are, gosh, probably 18 or 20 different entrances to this building, and they've got every single one of them covered with those who are striking. Got a couple of members here. In fact, Priscilla is talking to somebody. In fact, we're gonna jump in here real quick. Hey, Priscilla, I'm so sorry to cut you off here. Priscilla, you and I were just talking here. You said you've been waiting for this strike since 2007?
Yes, I have.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, I started in 2007. I knew it was wrong when first contract we came in on. I lost 5 years. The next following contract, $10 an hour, my pension and everything else. Now I'm scrambling. I went from $28 down to $15 an hour.
So how frustrated are you and the rest of the members inside these plants?
Look at them. That's why we out here. This is all frustration out here. Disappointment. Unbelief. We can't believe this is going on, that they're going to treat us like this.
So I see you're nodding your head in agreement over here.
Who does this to people that work hard every day? We know what they're getting. They know what we're getting. It's not just that. Man, you don't want me to start talking.
I see you getting teared up here a little bit.
Yeah, very much so. Plus, it's cold out here, and I'm a little old, so, it's, yeah, I need some coffee. Anybody want to help me out?
So what do you think the next couple of days are going to look like? Do you think we'll get an agreement? Do you think this is going to take weeks or months?
I'm hoping. I mean, it's up to Ford, really. I mean, once they give us what we deserve, then, yeah. Once they feel like it's right, which I can't even explain it because it's so, it hurts, for us to come out here every day and struggle and bring home pennies, Now,
Jim Farley went on the air yesterday saying that 42% increases would put Ford underneath. It would destroy the company. What do you think?
He's worrying about the company. When he started worrying about me, then I start worrying about the company.
Priscilla, thank you so much. I appreciate that. It has been really interesting to listen to these workers, many of them, like Priscilla, saying that they are happy to strike and that they will do this as long as it takes. Others, though, saying, Jason and Rhonda, that they are concerned that a strike might last too long. They're getting strike pay, which is only about $500. So you can see Ford here, big concerns about what's going to happen here. I know Kim is down in Toledo with those workers, too. But Jason and Rhonda, a lot of questions as to how long this will go, especially when negotiations aren't happening today, not happening this weekend. The earliest they'll resume will be on Monday.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll give time for both sides to evaluate what the deals look like and maybe come back on Monday with something that meets a little closer to the middle.
Yeah, very interesting to hear from those workers,
yeah,
Nick, for sure. Yeah, good stuff.
And so many different perspectives on the impact and their pride in working for these companies and also to be called upon to be the first to strike.
Yeah.
It's interesting. All right, Nick, thank you. Ford issued a statement before the strike went live saying Ford has submitted 4 proposals to the UAW since August 29th. The last offer Ford submitted was historically generous with large wage increases, cost of living adjustments, more paid time off, additional retirement contributions, and more. Unfortunately, the UAW's counterproposal showed little movement from the union's initial demands. The union is also striking at a Toledo assembly plant, which Nick alluded to. This plant makes the Jeep Wrangler and the Gladiator.
Kim DiGiulio went over the state line this morning. She's there where more than 5,000 other workers are on strike as well. Kim?
That's right. This is a massive plant. 5,800 UAW members work here. And I want to show you the parking lot here behind me. That's a massive parking lot. As I mentioned, more than 5,000 people work here. It's completely empty. Last night when they were called upon to stand up and strike, people just got in their cars and started driving out, exiting this plant. And then a lot of people stayed overnight to start the picketing process, holding up signs saying UAW on strike. And I spoke with some of those strikers earlier this morning, and one man, he said that when he heard that his plant was getting called on, he said he got chills, and it was truly an honor to be representing the UAW.
To be the ones chosen to represent the company and be the ones to walk out, I see it as an honor. They see something in us here in Toledo that we're set apart from everybody else. The vehicle we build, how hard we work, everybody in here, from the skilled tradesman behind me to the brand new person that just started, 6 months ago. Everybody works their tail off in here, and it's time we recognize for it.
Now, they said that they would rather not be picketing this morning. They'd rather be working, but they want a fair deal, and they're not going to do it until they get that fair deal. So the negotiation will continue. They're going to be picketing in like 6-hour shifts. This new wave of picketers just came here at around 6 a.m., so they're about an hour in to their picketing shift. But these UAW members, they're definitely supportive. I've been here all morning, and when people drive by, you can just hear people honking their horns. They said that they even knew people driving from Detroit last night, driving by here, honking. You can hear the honks right there. So again, definitely supported here at the Stellantis Toledo assembly plant. I'm Kim DiGiulio, Local 4.
Yeah, and speaking of Stellantis, they issued a statement as well. Every automaker, by the way, using the word disappointing, but it reads, "We are extremely disappointed by the UAW's leadership and its refusal to engage in a responsible manner to reach a fair agreement in the best interest of our employees, their families, and our customers. We immediately put the company in contingency mode and will take all the appropriate structural decisions to protect our North American operations and the company."
And we are also hearing from the final plant facing strikes this morning in Wentzville, Missouri. That is 40 minutes outside of St. Louis.
Take a look at some video from right after they walked out and this strike went live. Auto workers walking off the job there at the Wentzville assembly plant. They make the Colorado and the Canyon mid-size pickups and the express vans, the Savannah vans there. This plant impacts 3,600 union members.
And you mentioned the word disappointed. GM issued a statement as well, and it reads, "We are disappointed by the UAW's leadership actions, despite the unprecedented economic package GM put on the table, including historic wage increases, manufacturing commitments. We will continue to bargain in good faith with the union to reach an agreement as quickly as possible for the benefit of our team members, customers, suppliers, and communities across the United States. In the meantime, our priority is the safety of our workers."